It's time for your Bahala of Nostalgia with the 80s and 90s Uncensored. I'm Milo Dennison.
And I'm Jamie Fenderson. And today we're going to talk about 80s movies that should be remade.
So, of course, we've seen all the
Yeah.
movies being remade that should not be remade because they're perfect the way they are. Well, how about Hollywood? You go out and remake some movies that could have been good in the 80s if they were done right. And if you do them now correctly, it's worth it. So, stop remaking Roadhouse, remake one of these movies.
Yeah, no more Ghostbusters, guys.
Yeah, we don't need it.
These are the ones you should
Exactly.
remake.
Ghostbusters was just fine the way it was. Yeah. All right, Jamie. Well, what's your first one? Let's hear it.
All right, my first one is Krull, Kurll from 1983. Do you have that one on your list?
It's not on my list, but I know the movie. Yep.
Yeah. And I thought it was pretty awesome. But then I rewatched it like now. It's kind of not. This was marketed as the next Star Wars, like, oh, it's this fantasy sci-fi hybrid, and it cost like $47 million to make, which in 1983 was a lot. I thought I liked it, but then I rewatched it, and it's kind of crap. But it does have a young Liam Neeson.
Oh, I don't remember that. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, I know Robbie Coltrane in their early roles.
All right.
And that weapon, the glaive, the cool weapon, that became kind of a cult icon, even appearing in video games, right? But it's kind of it's like I rewatched it, dude. It's kind of bad. But here's
refresh my memory on the plot of Krull.
That's hard to do. It's a fantasy thing. They do their thing. It's pretty crap. But I think this would be a good one to be remade, and let me tell you why. Because it's kind of crap, actually. But if they remade it, it's culturally significant enough to be cool, right? But not piss anybody off because it's a bad remake. Nobody's going to get pissed off about a remake of Krull. They're just not, dude.
It's not one of those films that's like a cult classic or loved by people. Like you're sitting around talking about with your friends about like, sword and sorcerer type films. And it's not one that comes up, of like, oh man, I love Krull.
Yeah. And it's got a small cult following. And I thought I was part of that until I watched it again. And I'm like, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Remake this. Go ahead. So yeah, that's the first one on my list. It's Krull. Krull is trash, but remake it. And if you and it will be trash too, but it's okay because it's kind of a crappy movie anyway.
That's fair. That's fair. So my first one is The Last Starfighter. Yeah.
No, don't remake.
I knew this was going to get that kind of a reaction.
Motherfucker, are you serious?
Here's the thing. No. I like The Last Starfighter. Everybody likes The Last Starfighter. But you have to admit the CGI in that film is terrible.
It is because it was 1985.
Exactly.
Of course it's terrible by today's standards, but by those standards of the time, it was awesome. It was state of the art. Milo, you didn't do this.
Try to remember.
Oh, I thought we were
the main
friends,
character is
bro.
supposed to be like a kid, essentially, right? Like he's supposed to be, but the dude's like, what was he, like fucking 50 when he made that film? Like he does not look to be the appropriate age.
Oh, I'm a kid in a trailer park, even though I'm 35.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, come on, but
so The Last Starfighter, for people who don't know, follows this character played by Lance Guest. Alex Roden was his character's name, and he's a kid in a trailer park who plays a video game, The Last Starfighter, and he's really good at it. He beats the game. And essentially, this really cool, fancy limo comes rolling up, and a dude gets out, and he's like, "Hey, you're the best." and we're going to take you into outer space and we're going to put you into the starfighter and we're going to have you fight all these like alien invaders for us. And it ends with just the cheesiest like fight, which like, why didn't you just do that? I'm going to spoil the ending, everybody, by the way, for those who haven't seen it. And he presses the magic button in the starfighter, which just goes ape shit and just shoots in all kinds of directions and kills everything. And it's like, well, why didn't you just do that in the first place? Why did you have to wait till this last dramatic moment of like everything's doomed to press the button that does all this shit? So it could be a great film if you do it with modern CGI that like looks somewhat believable. You get rid of that cheesy as hell ending. You cast a guy who actually is age appropriate for the character and reboot The Last Starfighter, remake it. Yeah.
I
No,
so
it's
disagree with
I
you.
come on. You have to admit, like you watch that
No,
film and you're just like,
no.
really?
For 1985, the CGI was state of the art.
Again, try to remember this was after Star Wars was made, right? That film was
And you can't
believable.
even beat the soundtrack. The last Star, you'd have to use the Star
Yeah,
Trek, the
yeah, yeah.
soundtrack.
So, yeah,
That's ballsy to say that. That's ballsy. You're gonna make a lot of
you think
enemies,
so? I'm just
bro.
starting right off the
that's
bat. I
that's
knew this was going to be a controversial one
that's.
because
I'm making it controversial because I disagree with you wholeheartedly.
if they do it right, the key is they have to do it right. Not one of the shitty remakes, but a good remake.
Dude, you know they're not
They
gonna do it
might.
right though. This is modern Hollywood. They're not gonna
They
do it
might.
right. You were supposed to pick stuff that like shitty movies. This was not a shitty movie. This is a good
It is. And
movie.
here's the thing, I don't know who owns the rights to it. I looked it up, and the studio that produced it was called Lomar Productions, which is some no name probably that they made up for the thing. But it was distributed by Universal. So I'm assuming Universal owns the rights to this film. So they've got the money to do a good film. So they could do this well.
They're not going to, and they're gonna make another stupid reboot of something that's actually good.
Oh,
Fail.
okay. All
No.
right. Well, what do you got then?
Here's what I got. Here's something more appropriate to this. Although I don't 100% disagree with you, but here's what I think. Mac and Me. Mac and Me was so bad, dude. It's horrible. I hate
It's
this
a
movie.
McDonald's commercial. Come on.
It is. It's a McDonald's commercial and an ET ripoff. It was funded in part by
Obviously,
McDonald's, by the
for
way.
anyone
Did you
who's
know
seen that
that?
movie, you'll know.
So this kid, and he's in a wheelchair for some reason, and he picks up an alien, tries to save him from NASA, ET ripoff. Just remake that. You couldn't do any
Here's the
worse.
thing with that. I don't think that deserves a remake because it's so bad that it should just die.
But that's why I think that if you're gonna remake things, remake that.
Why?
Stop remaking things people love, like The Last Starfighter.
But
Remake things people hate,
yeah,
like
but here
Mac and Me. Mac and Me sucks balls, dude. It's
it is terrible.
terrible. So even if they made a bad remake, it would still be okay because nobody's gonna care because the movie sucks ass anyway. It's terrible, dude. That dance scene in the McDonald's. Come on, man. It's you can't do any
That
worse.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what I'm
So like,
saying.
here's the thing: Last Starfighter has a plot, right? Mac and Me. No, it that deserves that. Funny thing. You know who Paul Rudd, whenever he would go on Conan O'Brien's talk show and do an interview, he'd be like, okay, and here's a preview for the movie. And he would always show the scene in Mac and Me of the boy in the wheelchair going over I think it's a waterfall or cliff or something like that. And it's just so bad. You can see that like the dummy kind of falls out of the wheelchair at the same time. It's like, and so it was a running joke on it. He never would bring a clip from one of his films. He would just bring the scene from Mac and Me. That's how bad that show is.
Yeah. So it's
Mm-hmm.
panned. It's made fun of. It sucks. So make a remake. Even if your remake sucks, couldn't even be worse than the original. So go for it. That's what
All
I'm
right.
saying.
Okay. Do you remember the movie Blue Thunder? Came out in
Yeah.
1983. It's a helicopter pilot who works for the police, starring Rob Schneider, and he's basically flying around. I think it's in LA, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's LA, and he's got this super fancy decked up helicopter with all this like heavy armor and guns and that kind of stuff. So one thing about this movie is good is that there's no CGI'd helicopters and CGI'd scenes, of action sequences like they would probably do now. So if they actually still shot the film using practical effects, but with modern practical effects, if they upped the plot, because it's like it's like a secret government spy thing or something like that, from what I remember. But I do remember a cool helicopter flying around, and that's what I wanted to see. And they need to redo it, emphasizing the cool helicopter fights, flying around, shooting things, and then throw in a nice mystery plot.
I can't disagree
Yeah,
with
because
you
do
there.
you remember the
I
plot?
can't.
What's the plot?
No, I remember Blue
Exactly,
Thunder.
because that's what you want to see.
And I wrote an article about helicopters and stuff, and it was like something like a French civilian helicopter with an Apache like thing put on it to
Make
make
it
it
look
look
like the
cool or
Apache.
whatever.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But that's what I remember about it. It's yeah, I
Yeah.
see that because you could probably remake that and make it more memorable than it is.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That's why
Yeah,
that needs a reboot.
I agree with
All
you
right.
on that
Thank.
one. Yeah, because really it wasn't like you say Blue Thunder. I'm like, oh, that's cool, but then you ask me, what's the plot? What's the story? What happened? I'm like, I have
Yeah,
no
I
idea.
know because I have the bio in front of me. Right. It's like,
Yeah,
uh,
but nobody knows what Blue Thunder is about. They just remember it's a cool
yeah,
helicopter, and
exactly.
yeah, they could remake that and
Yeah,
it'd be
and there's an
okay.
aspect of like they wanted the helicopter to like spy on people because it has the ability to like live listening on people and everything like that. So it's got like sound and cameras and stuff. And in modern world, right, where we're all worried about being spied on by the government and they're out to get us, and modern technology, and with how
Mm.
technology has changed and a lot of stuff that we have now, you could really play that aspect up. So yeah, just focus on that
Hmm.
with the helicopter and redo it. Do it, Hollywood. Do it.
I think you might do a little better than
Yeah.
what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can, we challenge you. Do you remember we did an overlooked episode on this? It's called Best Defense.
Oh man, I thought about putting this one on the list. Yeah, I thought about this. Yeah.
So it was originally shot as a military comedy starring Dudley Moore. We did an the 80s and 90s overlooked episode on this. It's bad. It's a bad movie. And it tested poorly. It tested so poorly that they shoved Eddie Murphy into this, who said it was his worst movie, but they shoved him into it. They begged him to get into this turd. But if you think about it, right, it's hard to do worse than what it is. But if you, like you said, like before, if you put some kind of modern military bent on it, right? Modern something might be good. Probably won't be good, but it won't be worse than this fucking movie because it's terrible. This movie's so bad that if you remade it, it would probably be better than the original. So go ahead and remake it. And if it flops, so
Yeah.
what?
Can't flop first. Which is sad about that movie because it's got a great cast. I love Dudley Moore. I love Eddie Murphy. Like they're both comedians that are great. But that movie just somehow does not work. And the Abrams tank is getting old, so maybe they're finally testing a
Hmm.
replacement for it or something.
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
cool tank, like a
whatever would
I
be
don't
after the
know, Blue
Abrams. Yeah,
Thunder
exactly.
tank.
Blue Thunder tank. Yeah. Blue
Yeah.
Thunder crossover with this film kind of thing. But yeah, that's a good call. I'll agree with you on that one because that movie did suck, and it had the potential to be good if it had been written completely differently and directed completely differently and produced completely differently. Yeah, good
Yeah.
call.
It's just so bad that go ahead and
Hmm.
remake it. Oh, our remake is bad too, like most remakes. Okay, but it's a remake of this shitty movie. So nobody's gonna knock you for it.
Yep. Okay. So for my next one, actually, since you did one of our uncensored overlooked movies, I'm going to do an overlooked movie.
Mm.
Robot Jocks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. I don't want it, but I
It's
want
it's
it.
it's it's a weird one because I kind of like Robot Jocks. You know, I don't remember if I gave it a
Yeah.
thumbs up. I feel like I probably gave it a soft thumbs up, and it's directed by Stuart Gordon, who's great. It basically is this post World War III future nations. They don't war together. What they do is they build these giant mech robots. Gary Graham is like the main guy, and he goes against the robot from the other nation or whatever it is. Completely flopped, but it became a bit of a cult classic on VHS. The thing with it is, though, our problem from our review was there's no robot fights in Robot Jocks, right? There were like two, I think.
Nah, I think that was
Am I
Robot
thinking of
Wars.
Robot Wars?
Yeah, Robot Jocks had some good fights.
Oh,
I
Robot
mean, for
Wars.
what it was.
Yeah, I did get them mixed up.
Yeah, yeah. Don't mix those up. Don't
Oh,
get those
shoot.
mixed
Robot
up.
Wars.
Robot Jocks was directed by Stuart Gordon, and that's why I'm saying like you could remake that. It would be might be like a Pacific Rim kind of thing.
Yeah.
I can see
Yeah.
that, but Robot Robot Jocks was
That's
pretty
right.
good.
Robot
Robot
Wars was the one.
Wars,
That's right. Because the guys,
Robot Wars sucked holy ass. That was our first
that's right.
overlooked
Yeah, you're
episode,
right.
and it
That,
sucked
oh,
balls. It sucked so much
Drake.
balls
The
that
guy's name was
we actually,
Drake.
yeah, Drake, you want to
Donkey
donkey
Punked
punch him in the back
Drake.
of the head.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah. So which one
I
are you talking about?
apologize to all the Robot Jocks people out there. I was
Yeah,
thinking Robot Wars, but I looked up Robot Jocks in my notes. Yeah.
oh. So which one are you talking about?
Yeah,
Let's
technically, you're
clarify
right.
because there's a
Either could be
big
the one I
difference.
want to be remade is Robot Wars. 1993.
Yes, please
Yeah,
remake that trash. That's
there we go.
horse
Robot
shit.
Wars.
That is donkey punchable. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
terrible.
So
That's why when you were like Robot Jocks, I was like,
maybe okay, I can see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
maybe,
Yeah. That's it.
but but Robot Wars, yeah, please remake that because it's what
1993.
1993. It's holy
Albert Band
garbage.
is who
It's a
directed
big
it.
steaming pile of holy garbage.
But just to be clear, okay, so I'm going to read you the plot of both of these movies. Okay. Set in a post apocalyptic future, two factions, the North Hemi and Eastern Alliance, maintain a fragile peace enforced by giant robot mechs. When a new threat emerges, one of them uncovers a long buried robot capable of turning the tide, and cue stop motion battles. Okay, that's one description. Next, post World War III future nations no longer wage wars. Instead, they settle disputes through giant robot battles piloted by trained warriors.
That's the
Yeah,
one you
they
should
face
watch
off
and
against each
not
other,
remake.
which so it's basically the same description. Just so we're clear here.
Yeah,
So
whatever. But one of them
one of them's
is
actually good and the
a
other one's a
big
total turd.
pile of
Yeah,
donkey
yeah.
punches.
So my bad on that, everybody. I apologize to Gary Graham as Achilles because he was good in that, and I do not apologize to Don Michael Paul as Drake because he did a donkey punch to the nuts. So yeah, yeah.
So to be clear, Robot
Needs a
Wars
remake.
is the one they
Yes.
should remake. I'm going for Rat Boy. 1986. It's directed and starring Sandra Locke. Did you know Sandra Locke was Clint Eastwood's longtime partner at the time? And Rat Boy was played by Sharon Baird, and Sharon was a Mouseketeer, and her identity was kept secret. This movie scared the shit out of me. It was supposed to be kind of a kids movie, but Rat Boy scared everybody. It's kind of supposed to be a modern fairy tale about exploitation and media sensationalism. But everybody was kind of like, what is this? What is this weirdness? It's like a vanity project. And it tanked at the box office because it was freaking weird and kids were scared. I guess it's kind of got a cult following now, but
Huh. I'm reading the description now because I don't know this at all. follows a former window dresser who discovers a half human, half rat creature living in the suburbs. Seeing dollar signs, she tries to turn him into a media sensation. But Rat Boy, shy and childlike, struggles to fit into the exploitive world of fame and greed. It's part modern day fable, part commentary on how society treats outsiders.
So you never saw Rat Boy?
No,
Good for you, because it's weird, it's scary. It probably made me the mess I am
uh-huh.
in the world today. It's just dumb. It's weird. And it's not good weird. It's like freaking weird weird. Weird is good, but then there's freaking weird and
So
it's
is do
not
they take
good.
like they
This
take
is
a
not
real
that.
boy and put him in like a rat costume, I guess?
Yeah, he looks like a rat. He looks like a rat, and he's doing this stuff and whatever. I only remembered that I was kind of terrified, even though I wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be PG, but here's my point. They shouldn't make this like a rated R horror film.
Oh, yeah, especially they've been doing
Make this, if it scared the piss out of me when I was a kid, turn it into a weird horror
that's a
film
good idea
in the modern
because
day.
they've been doing a lot of horror
And
lately.
just
Rat Boy would make, I mean, just in the name, it's scary. Looking at the
mhm.
picture, he's creepy as get out.
Yeah. Super creepy, and it's supposed to be like a family movie, but it ended up traumatizing people. So just make it a
Yeah,
horror movie nowadays. Don't even try to make it what it was. Like, fuck that. Just make it a horror movie. That's what it was to begin with, and they didn't even know it. Might as well make
that's
it
a
what
good
it
call.
is.
Uh, as I was looking this up, guess the budget $7 million. It made $300,000. What
Hmm.
total bomb!
That's why
That
you
is why
didn't
I didn't
see
see
it,
it.
because I guess I saw it
Oh,
somehow.
that's funny. That's hilarious.
So turn it into a horror movie, which is what it was all along. Remake that into a horror movie, because that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Something Wicked This Way Comes. This is based on a book by Ray Bradbury. Set in a small town during the 1930s, it follows two boys. Carnival comes rolling into town, and they're like, oh, cool, a carnival. And the ringmaster, Mr. Dark, played by Jonathan Pryce. So, there's got to have some creepiness in it if it's Jonathan Pryce. People go to the circus or the carnival, and he kind of offers them, what do you want? And he kind of gives it to him, but then there's always a price to pay kind of a thing. So this was made for children, and it kind of follows in the same lines of like slightly creepy, but also in that thing where you were saying with what was it, Jim Henson or whatever, like it's okay to scare children sometimes. That's
Mm,
what this
mm,
is. So it's scary enough for
mm,
kids, but not so scary where they're going to like have nightmares and freaked out. I read the book years ago and really liked it. I like the movie okay, but nobody's heard of it, right? And so it's one of those things where, like, if you remade it, you wouldn't have a bunch of fans up in arms, all pissed off that they're redoing something Wicked This Way Comes. It'd be something that you could, and they need to do it same thing, kind of like a nice dark but PG-13, or maybe even G-ish, I don't know. And so that you could take your kids to it, they get a little bit scared, they snuggle up next to you, but you can still watch it with your kids if you're an adult. But as an adult, you still appreciate it because you're following the story of these two boys as they're fighting off Vincent Price, Jonathan Price, or whatever. But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's on Disney Plus for anyone who wants to see it. Not that I want to recommend Disney Plus because they're in the pooper house right now because of some of their decisions recently. But yeah, something Wicked This Way Comes.
well, I wouldn't be pissed off about that remake because I have no idea what you were talking about just now. Zero knowledge of what
Yeah,
you just
it was
said.
a box office bomb. It didn't make its money back. But yeah, it follows these two little boys that basically go up against this evil carnival that comes to their small little town.
Hey, remake it, Disney. Maybe you'll do something
Yeah,
good for
hey
once.
Disney, remake something somebody might want to see and isn't a remake of one of your classics that people already love, and remake something that most people
It's
haven't
a
heard of.
remake of something I've never
Exactly,
heard of. I
but
never
people
heard
would
of it.
like.
I have no idea what you're talking about. So remake it. It won't even be a remake. It'll just be a make. to me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's a lot of movies like that that are actually remakes of old movies, but the old movie wasn't so popular. People don't get all butthurt that it's being remade. And this is one of
Yeah.
those.
This could be a
This could just
remake
think of it as
of
a
that.
movie.
Yeah. Look Who's Talking, 1989.
Oh,
Babies, babies
baby Bruce Willis.
voiced by Bruce Willis, John Travolta, Christy Alley. I thought I liked this movie until I rewatched it recently. I don't this movie sucks. I don't like this movie actually at all. I liked it back in the day because I was a child. This is crap. This is stupid. I don't like John Travolta. They put peanut butter in the baby's mouth to get it to talk like
Oh,
a
is that how they did
horse
that?
back in the day. Yeah, it's awful. This is this is a bad movie. I thought it was a good movie back in the day, but I don't think it is now. So remake this. Make the baby like
A
like I
CGI
don't know,
baby
CGI him
and make it
up.
even worse.
Yeah, cuz it's not good anyway. And they made a
They made
sequel.
a
I
couple
didn't
sequels, I think, didn't they?
whatever. Yeah, it's this is stupid. So remake it. Nobody's going to I don't think I'm going to care. Are you going to care?
No.
Nobody's going to care. Make it a CGI ninja baby with a lightsaber. Who just do that, Hollywood, because it's stupid anyway. This movie sucks. John Travolta
What about
sucks.
Christy Alley?
I love
Yeah,
Christy
yeah,
Alley
you can't hate on
actually,
Christy.
but she's not
No.
great in this. Bruce Willis, I'm popular at the time. I'm
Yeah.
the baby. Whatever. Stupid. This movie's stupid. Remake it. If it sucks, it sucks. Go ahead.
I think they should
Make
instead
it.
of doing it live action, they should animate it. And then that way they could have the
Yeah,
babies like getting up to trouble when like the parents aren't around and moving around. And then when the parents show up, like, what they do with animals sometimes, where like as soon as the human's in the room, or
oh
Toy
yeah,
Story,
yeah,
where
yeah.
they're
Do
like,
that. Yeah, that's a good
yeah,
idea. Yeah, like make it a
yeah,
G
make it full on
movie.
G,
Like,
kids, animated, look who's talking, reboot.
oh.
You want to hear one that you're going to be offended by?
yeah, yeah.
Flight of the
Okay.
Navigator.
No,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
you were. I thought we were
Mm-hmm.
friends.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So you picked two that I'm totally offended, and now
Mm-hmm.
this?
Yeah.
No, you're gonna
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Here's the thing with
Motherfucker, are you
yeah,
serious? You
I
really
did.
picked that
So
one?
here's the
That did.
hear me out. So first of all, Flight of the Navigator is great, right? And the special effects in that film are brilliant with the shaping, the way the ship changes and stuff like that. And it follows the little boy who disappears, comes back, finds out that he's traveled in time, and then he's got to go find the ship, and then the government's after him because the government's always after you, and that kind of stuff. And so I think do this not as a rated G film, but like up it to PG-13 and have it a bit more scary, a bit more special. Because like here's the thing with like there's the scene where he's in the ship and they're playing music and he's dancing around. By the way, the ship looks horribly uncomfortable in that seat. It's like this solid hard seat that can't be comfortable. So just redo it and get rid of like the whole bits of like they're singing and dancing in the ship and playing music and have it much darker. Darken it up, PG-13. Don't lighten it up. So for anyone who's listening, Jamie just threw his microphone and camera on the floor. I don't even know if he's coming back.
Fuck you, dude. That's so not cool. I'm not even. I thought we were friends, bro.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Fuck off, Milo.
So is
Fuck
this the end of the episode? Should I do the outro now? You probably can't hear me.
Fuck you, dude.
All right. I think Jamie's done. With that, I think we're going to have to end this episode because Jamie's walked out, as you can see if you're watching, or I'm just explaining for listeners.
Can't believe you would even say something like that, dude. I thought we were friends, man. Motherfucker.
And with that, we're out of here like two people who used to be friends but are no longer friends. Goodbye.